guys, it's Amy. I'm here today to do a little demo for you, a little tutorial, a DIY on something that I do, one of the things that I've done in the fashion industry and what I do. It's an important step. Basically what we're going to do today is we're going to use a pattern, cut out from the pattern, and sew. Very basic, very easy, but it's just the first step. Obviously, I use a far more intricate patterns than this, but I just used a basic two-piece pattern for you guys, just so you guys can get an idea of it. There's even one-piece pattern, so you can start anywhere. So you could buy them from your local Joann's just to start it. Any store like that, some fabric stores have things like that. You can buy patterns online. You can create your own. I create all of my patterns, so they're mine that I've kept. It's a collection of things that I've used in my lines and or just whatever I've made for myself personally. So I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my pre-made patterns for a shirt that I'm making. It's actually a very loose fitted knit jersey knit shirt with low armholes, so that it's one of those tops that you can wear with a bandeau and everything. I will also insert a picture with the final look with one of my models wearing the shirt that I made. So hope you guys enjoy. It's a very easy tutorial, but more to come of these. If you guys do want them, let me know. Thumbs up if you like this video. Let me know if you want more videos like this, more DIYs. I try to make things very simple. If you want more intricate stuff, I can do that, but it depends how advanced you are. But I wanted to also do like a basic level of it. You do have to know how to use a sewing machine. The sewing machine I'm using is actually called an overlock machine. It's actually a finishing machine that they use, but you can also use it to sew with it for certain things. They prefer that for knit fabrics, and I'm using knit right now. That's basically my specialty. I honestly do work with a lot of knit, but I couldn't do the other stuff too. And I will also show you guys a tutorial of how to use a sewing machine. This machine, it's very it's not complicated, but you just have to be careful of it if you don't know. I don't recommend you doing this without having any kind of guidance. If you don't know what you're doing, take a sewing class, whatever need be. But yeah, hopefully you like this tutorial. Let me know and I'll make more like this. And if you guys have any questions about the fashion industry, please feel free to let me know. Ask any questions and I'll try to answer them the best that I can for you. And if you want any other tutorials like this, let me know and I'll see what I can do for you. Okay, have a good one, guys. Bye. Thank you. Hey guys, so what you see me doing first is I took the fabric and folded it in half. Then I placed the pattern on there. It is on a fold. It's going to be cut on a fold. There's ways that you can also cut it. For example, if you're going to put a zipper or buttons down the center front, then you wouldn't basically do it on a fold. But in this situation, because it's going to end up being two pieces, then you do it on a fold. There's no point of making a whole pattern. In the industry, we usually make half patterns, and if it's on a fold, it just sits on a fold, and we place the pattern right there. And then we're going to go ahead, and what you saw there was pinning, and I put weights also on top of it just so I can show you guys. Then you're going to carefully cut. Be careful when cutting. If you are too young to be doing stuff like this, get a guardian or parent's permission or have them help you. But after you cut it all, then what you're going to do is you're going to unpin the pattern off the fabric, and then you're going to take both of the fabrics, and you're going to place them right sides together facing each other, and you're going to sew on the wrong side. What that means is basically the right side of the fabric is where the print is, as you can see. The wrong side would be the inside of the shirt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open it up, place it facing me, the right side of the fabric. Then I'm going to take the second piece and have it facing the right side facing the right side. What's going to end up facing me is going to be the wrong side. After you do that, then what you're going to do is you're going to pin the parts that you're going to sew. So for example, the straps is something that you would pin, and the side seams. I don't need to I don't need to pin the side seams at this point because I can do it without it. But if you do need the help, it is better to be safe than sorry, and that way you can make sure that you're going to sew at the right place. You could use a regular sewing machine. However, I'm going to use an overlock machine, which is a finishing machine. It's a 3-thread machine. The machine I'm using is capable of doing up to 3, 4, or 5 stitches. However, I'm in this case using a 3-thread. 3-thread, what it looks like is if you take your t-shirt and see how it's attached from your shoulder seam, from your shoulder to the sleeve, that's a 3-thread usually. So that's what it looks like. So it is a finishing machine. I'm going to go ahead and take the first strap, take off the pin, make sure to take off the pin, never sew pins on a machine. you will damage the machine and or break the needle, and you don't want needles flying at your eye or anything like that. Also, this machine does have a very sharp blade to the right of it. It is a finishing machine, so it clean finishes and cuts off the excess. Either if it's like extra fabric or something like that, it will be able to do that. Be careful with this machine. Again, I have had a friend cut themselves on this machine. It's a very sharp blade, and everything was bloody from his fabric to the machine to obviously his finger that he cut. So anyway, just on the safe side, be careful. If you don't know again what you're doing, have someone help you, or don't use this, or use a regular sewing machine. The good thing about this machine is it clean finishes, as I said 5 times already. What I'm doing now is I'm doing the armholes and the neck hole, and then I'm going to go ahead and clean finish the end, which is the hem basically of the shirt. And if you have again excess, which I'm going to have on my hem, as you will see soon, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off, and therefore it cleans it, and so it's like the right shape. Instead of you taking it off the machine, cutting it, putting it back on the machine, it makes it a little bit easier. So this machine is one of my favorite machines, and it's really good. See, I'm cutting the hem right there. It's one of my favorite machines to use with knit. It just makes everything easier. So after you are done sewing everything, then it's basically attached and cleaned and finished. Here's a close-up of the overlock again, just so you guys can see it.